Jazzcast Pros.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Healing Her Within, where we talk about rising, healing, and stepping fully into your power. Today's episode is for you if you have ever found yourself scrolling through social media, looking at someone else's highlight reel, and thinking, she's so much further ahead than me. What's wrong with me? I want you to hear me clearly. Comparison will keep you stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, but the antidote to that is simple. Take action. And today we're going to talk about why taking action, even small steps, is the key to moving out of comparison and into purpose. Welcome to Healing Her Within, the podcast for women who are ready to break free, rise up, and reclaim every part of themselves. I'm your host, Maryann Rivera-Dannert, certified life and confidence coach, author, speaker, and a woman who's walked through the fire and came out fearless. Each episode is packed with real talk, mindset shifts, powerful tools, and soul-fueled conversations to help you stop surviving and start thriving. This is Healing Her Within. Let's begin. So first, let's talk about the trap of comparison. Comparison is very sneaky. It's not something that just shows up out of the gate. It is very sneaky. It is very subtle. You don't often know that it is happening until it's too late. And comparison doesn't always show up as envy. Sometimes, like I said, it's very subtle. You start questioning and asking yourself, I should be further along by now. Or, why is she thriving and I'm still trying to figure it out? And here's the cost. You spend so much energy looking sideways at what someone else is doing that you stop taking action from moving forward in your own path. And to be totally transparent and really honest and vulnerable with you all, I remember a season where I was looking at other coaches who had either bigger followings, more polished programs, and what looked like overnight success. And I started questioning myself. Do I even belong here? Do I even belong in this space? And the truth was that I had a calling, but I was so distracted by what others were doing and what they were building that I delayed my own building, my own growth. And comparison doesn't just rob you of your joy. It robs you of your time. We often find ourselves, again, comparing ourselves to other people, their highlight reel, the cars, the vacations, they just launched a program today that they created last week and they've either sold out or have made, 6 figures and things like that. But the truth of the matter is that we're only seeing, again, that highlight. We're only seeing the good stuff, like the Iceberg Effect. I'm pretty sure that you all have heard people talk about this, and I think I have mentioned it in the past. When you look at an iceberg, you're only looking and you're only seeing that top part of the iceberg, that 10%, 10 to 15%. But what you don't see at the bottom, that 85 to 90%, are the late nights that someone is experiencing. We're not seeing the negative accounts, bank accounts. We're not seeing the amount of unpaid invoices or canceled invoices. We're not seeing the amount of no's and rejections that people are receiving. We're not seeing possibly the argument that someone might have just had with their significant other or with their children. We're not seeing the difficult conversations with a doctor over a medical diagnosis that was not what people were expecting. We're not seeing having to, the people having to possibly place an elderly parent in hospice, counting their last days. We're not seeing the depression. We're not seeing the tears. We're only seeing the highlight reel. So it makes it come off and it makes it, appear that it's overnight success. But we're not seeing all of that behind the scenes. We have to stop comparing our day 1 with somebody else's day 1972. We have to stop comparing our chapter 1, not even chapter 1, our first sentence with somebody else's published manuscript. We have to stop comparing ourselves, and we have to start doing more reflecting and looking inwards and taking action, the right kind of action. And when you take action, whether it's imperfect, whether it's messy, whether it's unpolished, you shift from focusing on other people and what they're doing to who you are becoming, which is what the goal is. Instead of waiting until you are ready, take action now because it will create momentum. That one post, go ahead and share it. If you don't get any likes, it's okay. Share it anyways. That one post that you are hesitating to post can be the message that somebody needs that very moment. But you are delaying somebody else's growth because of fear of imperfection, fear of judgment, and comparing yourself to other people. That workshop that you have created, that webinar, go ahead and launch it. And even if just 3 women show up, it matters. The people that are supposed to be there will be the ones to be there, will be the ones to receive your message. Again, whether it's 1 person, 2 people, 1,000 people, show up anyways. Show up as your truest self, whether it's 1 person or whether it's 1,000 people. Show up with the same energy. That yes, that you have been waiting and contemplating on an opportunity that somebody presented to you, go ahead and say yes. Even if you're not fully prepared, say yes anyways, because that is going to help you grow. Action breeds clarity. Clarity never comes from sitting on the sidelines. It doesn't. It doesn't. And I want to provide you with a guided reflection. So let's pause for a moment. I want to ask you to think about this. Where in your life are you waiting because you're watching what others are doing? So write that question down, journal it, and I want you to be truly honest with yourself. You're not being honest with me. You're not being honest with the next person, with your significant other, with your coach, your therapist, your children, your best friend. This is for you. Where in your life are you waiting because you are watching what others are doing? And then, what is one small action that you have been putting off because it feels too scary, too simple, or yet not perfect? Write it down. Circle it. This could be your next step out of comparison and into alignment. So I want to close with 3 tips for you to move into passion and purpose. So here are 3 simple but very powerful tips to help you discover your passion and move with purpose. Number 1, reconnect with your inner desires. Not what others expect of you, but what lights you up. Go back to those whispers that made you feel alive before the world told you who to be. Number 2, align passion with impact. Your purpose gets clear when you connect what excites you with what helps other people. That's where fulfillment lives. And number 3, take imperfect action daily. Don't wait until it's perfect because you will be waiting forever. You have already been waiting forever. So don't wait until it's perfect. Action creates clarity and it builds momentum into confidence. So here's a challenge for you. Choose one action today, just one today, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Send the email, share the post, sign up for the class, launch your program, or open up that journal and start journaling and reflecting, looking inward. Stop watching from the sidelines. Your purpose is waiting in the doing. That's it. Just take action. Baby steps, one small action at a time. So thank you for joining me today on another episode of Healing Her Within, as we talked about why comparison is keeping us stuck. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend who needs to stop comparing and start taking action. And remember, your path is yours alone. You don't need permission to take the first step. Just take it. Until next time, keep rising, keep healing, and keep moving with purpose.